Hello. And welcome to my baby stream. Come here, Bean. It is I, Ellie, aka Keeb Noob. Winnie is here, but she's off camera. Because she's feeling antisocial, apparently. But hello to Double Day. Hello, Turtle Cat. Aw, thank you for subscribing. Wow, 3 months? Oh my gosh. Where is time going? It's April. Ugh. It's like mid-April already. What is happening? Come here, Beam. Also, I gotta do my taxes. I started it. I just gotta push the send button. Come here, girl. Winnie is hiding in the corner. The cutie is here. Hello, Iwanu. Oh yeah, no problem. Feel free to ask any questions in the Discord. Look who's here. We have a guest. It's our friend Bean. Say hi to your friends. He's like, what? Say hey. Oh, she's gonna clean herself. Well, hello. Welcome to stream. Don't bite the girl. She's looking at the tripod and she's like, do I bite this? What do I do with it? Come here. Come sit right here. What's that over here? We're doing the new view that I wanted to try out last time. I kind of like the alternate angle. It's a little different. No, come here. Say hi, Avenue. I do have packages. So, I got a couple of keyboard mails I wanted to share before we get into everything. Winnie, oh my gosh. So I picked up some. These are the replacement. I forget what they're called again. I always have to look it up. Transistors? I don't know. It's the things that can help expand the switch matrix for the nibble. So I picked up some new ones because I think the socket on one of the ones that's on there is faulty. So I'm just gonna replace them and see what happens. Or I might just replace one and see what happens and then go from there. Because what's happening, I think, is that there's a short in one of those that's causing the controller to heat up too much and it's disconnecting. Because the last time we were testing it, I touched my hand on the USB port on the controller and it was like hot. So that's my best educated guess right now. I also got a package from KNC Keys. So, you know, I built my Squid 60 with like a Squid Games theme. So I wanted to try out these switches. Because they made like a Squid Games themed switch. Those KNC Keys. They were pretty inexpensive. I can't remember exactly how much, but oh, they give you stickers. These are cute. So I got those. Where is? Okay, yeah. But yeah, let's open these up. I want to take a look at them. So yeah, I'm gonna do a rebuild of my Squid 60. Using these, and I think I'm gonna try out a different plate in PCB. Cause I picked up a couple PCBs that have split space options for the 60%. Ooh, look at these. So these are called, what are they called? I think they're just called like Red Jacket linears. But the theme is Squid Games. Oh yeah, Red Jacket linear switches. Color looks good. But yeah, they're linears. So the usual up down. These are pretty smooth stock. Are these JWK? The housing says KNC Keys. Says the manufacturer is called Affleon, which I've never heard of. But yeah, they feel pretty good stock. My guess is they're pre-lubed. Oh yeah, it says they're factory lubed, 2-stage spring with a nylon top and bottom and palm long pole. Ooh, this might be a good one too to try out. So this is a good sponsor time. Shout out to Taki and 3D Keeps, because I know that Ione just stocked these they're Gateron V2 stabs, and there's a specific one that's designed for long pole springs or long pole stems. Let me pull that up. So this one's designed specifically for a long pole. You can see like how there's this little area here, and I think it's meant for like, because there's less travel when you're pushing the switch down for the pole to hit the bottom, then you don't, the stab would need to be like different slightly, because the normal one looks like this. Oh, these are interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up one of these just to try it and see what's different about it. Alright. So we got our friggin'... Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to do my Discord spam. Let's do that real fast. But yeah, what have you all been up to? I've had a very busy week, or couple weeks. Ugh, too much stress is... But I did get to go see some fun time server friends over the weekend, so that was fun. And what else did I do? Nothing else really, just hanging out. Okay, let me... My like day today has been very like all over the place, because usually I don't talk to people on the phone, but lately I've been talking to everybody on the phone, and I'm like throwing off my sense of space and time. Pretty busy with work, trying to clear up the backlog. Ooh, you're gonna take a leave? Where are you gonna go anywhere for vacation? Are you doing like a staycation? I was looking at my my like time off my PTO available, and I have like I think a little over 2 weeks of vacation time I could use. So I was like, what should I do? Just stay at my house? I'm stressed getting things done. Also had many fun things. Right, I feel like I hate talking on the phone. It's like one of my least favorite things to do. I don't know if you all are like that too, but it bothers me. Like, if I could just do everything via text message, it would be like a beautiful day. Going back to my home country after 2 years. Wow, that's exciting. You get to see your family and everybody. I would type essays on my phone before taking a call. Exactly. That's why I'm like, why are you... Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I've been lucky that everyone I've talked to on the phone's been chill, but yeah, just like dealing with talking to recruiters and setting up interviews, a lot of energy on top of like my regular work stuff I have to do. Oops, keep hitting the camera. Alright, so we got our switches for later. And I got this in today. I totally forgot I got this. Which is probably bad to say. But yeah, let me pull up. I'm also like adjusting like where I put my chat, because it's like my screen is a little different since I moved the camera it like, and I moved my face cam to the other screen. It's like throwing off my sense of space. Okay, so, cause yeah, now I'm like looking, I want to look like toward the, okay, do that. That's better. Alright, so I got this today. I totally forgot I had ordered this. And I want to know what you think about what switches I should put into this because it's really funny and silly. Okay, so there's the Allen wrench taped onto the box. Let me bump up the, there you go. And then we got a lot of wrapping. So we got a PCB. I don't know if you can tell from this what it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is called the Littlefoot or LFLX. Do you know why it's called LFLX? Littlefoot something? Here's the brass piece on the back. Is it brass or aluminum? This was totally an impulse buy. I did not even really read the I didn't even really read like the fine print on this one. But yeah, it's a polycarb case. Oh, interesting. So it's bottom mount through the plate. You can see these like screws here. And then yeah, there's like spots for bump-ons. This is cool. So yeah, it's a blue FR4 plate. And then this is the PCB. I don't know why I bought this. I just was feeling sassy that day. Okay, so this is the PCB. Hey, what's up, Oshika? Good morning. So this is the PCB. So it's an ortho 40%. And then this is the back. It says Littlefoot. So I believe this design is originally a oh, interesting. I believe this design's originally from the Royal, who, if you're not familiar, the Royal design quite a few boards and switches in the keyboard hobby, like the Little Tykes. I think the Av, the Liminal. I purchased the Liminal actually as part of the group buy. We need more of that, like the Alex 40 PCB. Yeah, give Av exactly. Unfortunately, the Royal ghosted the community, but luckily his files were open source already. And I think that's where this came from, was that the files are available. Let me see if I can find the repo for that. But yeah, it's kind of a sad tale. Because honestly, the Royals, like, products, like, I was super impressed with the Liminal. Like, the Liminals, like, the whole, like, unboxing experience, the documentation he put out, was really, really good. And so then when I found out that he ghosted, it was, like, real sad. Oh yeah, so the Littlefoot's files are open. Let me show you. So this is the... No, that one's not there anymore, but yeah, this is what it looks like built. Yeah, this case is it's really pretty. So I picked this up from RPM. He has a store, what is it called, like Tack Factory or something like that. But yeah, he ran like, there wasn't that many units, which I kind of like. He's just kind of running like small unit buys of different designs. That's also where I got the what is it called? The knuckle from. He just had some up actually. Let me see. Yeah, Tack Factory. I'll post the link to his website in chat. But yeah, so I'll be building this on stream sometime. I feel like should I put I do have a bunch of little type switches. I've been like slowly hoarding them whenever I see people selling them. So I feel like it's appropriate to put little tykes in here. I don't know. That's just my thought. Ooh, some other things I got some keycaps in. Winnie, come here. Let me rip this up. My like room is like full of just stacks of boxes. I swear. It's just like stacks of boxes and like stacks of switches. Yeah, so I already took the keycaps out and I put it on a board because I took it with me when I went to go meet up with some keeb friends. But behold. Oh, dang, this board is so heavy. Okay. We got GMK Redacted. Look at her. She's beauty. Okay, so something to keep in mind is Redacted is not white. It's gray. So you can see here. So this is Redacted. And this is Hennessy. Yeah, it's a gray set, which was what kind of threw me off when I got it. Because I was like, oh, it is more gray than I was expecting. Because when I first, this set ran like, what, almost 2 years ago now? And, that's when I, back then, CYO Caps was still making artisans. And, hey, hello, Hallie. And so when I first got this artisan, I was like, oh, the artisan is gray. Why is it gray? And that's because Redacted is the gray set. It doesn't look like it in the renders, but it's a very like light gray. And actually, I'm really happy with the gray they picked. This looks nice. But yeah, I have a. Let's see if I can pull up the keyring. I have the GMK ring somewhere in here. We're moving. That's all my crap in the drawer is ridiculous. I have to look for it. I don't know where I put it. but yeah, you can see what are some other keycaps that I have that are white? I think Hennessy's the only one I have that's white. But I think Turtle Cat or Oshika, the one that yellows, was that minimal? Or no, it was bleached. That's why it was so funny because it's literally like named bleached. That was, I think, the one that was turning yellow. Yeah. Oh yeah. So here's. So this is a Hennessy keycap. This board is so freaking heavy. So you can kind of see. Turn down the light a little bit. So you can see. Whoop! It's gone! See, this is why I need 2 cameras. See, this is a great way to justify getting 2 cameras, right? Or maybe I can zoom it. So this is redacted. I turned the light down so you can see the white a little bit better. But that's the difference between them. Yeah, it's like sliding away. But yeah, let me I can show you the other stuff that came with it. Here. Oh my god. Okay, so that's got all the caps on there. So apparently I was real hyped for this keycap set because I got the desk mat. The spacebar kit. She basically. Oh, I pulled out one of the caps from this, but this is like the extension one. It basically adds like mods, like novelty mods, or text mods for like novelty text mods for like some of the other keys. I got the silicone drama cap, which we shall add to the bonfire pile. It came with the sticker. Top secret. And then this is the keycap set. Oh, also I got there's a apparently there was a coupon back when I ordered it where I get a free like what do you call this, air freshener? It actually smells really nice, like coconut smell. We don't like this name though. So it's actually made of silicone. So like for a while Omnitype was making like silicone versions of the drama cap. I think 8008 has one too. That one was kind of like notorious because it came out like more translucent than opaque. So this is what it looks like. So yeah, this X is in reference to their old logo, which has questionable origins. So there's 2 reasons to get rid of this. But yeah, it's actually silicone, like it's squishy. See? Wait. I think I gave away the other one I had, the 8008 one. Because I had bought one just because I thought it was funny. The whole drama surrounding it. People were getting like losing their minds over the 8008 silicone cap. Like, they were like, oh my gosh, it's not even, the colors, it was wild. But yeah, oh, we could put the dust mat out, change up our look, move some stuff. For like a small second, I was like entertained by making TikToks, and so I was like, I can't unroll my desk mat. I need to save it for my content. And I was like, wait a minute, I literally don't care. I saw the 8008 series the other day in person, man. It's a beauty in color. Oh, nice. Is Sirius like the oh, like the keyboard Sirius or the artisan Sirius from like Art Key? Look at all those chromes. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Doggo Artisan, nice. Hey, what's up, Kukuro Baka? Oh, thank you. It's funny because I had actually bought one for myself, and my friend bought me one for Christmas, but it was like she just came over yesterday and gave it to me. So I have an extra one. Alright. I should give it away or something. So yeah, this is the desk mat. So it looks like their other one, the Mecha Keyboard, but it's like, it's all crossed out. Because we're edgy and redacting all of our secret classified information. Honestly, I'm just happy I have another like neutral colored desk mat. Because taking pictures for my Instagrams, it can be difficult because my main desk mat is my bed, obviously. But then putting another desk mat on top of my bed desk mat can make things look cool sometimes. Let's see if I can pull this up. I saw the ossuary mat for DCS Reaper. Oh, nice. Yeah, Reaper, I think the group is ending pretty soon. If you haven't gotten in on that. I'm kind of overwhelmed with keycap sets right now, so I'm not getting in on Reaper. Even though I have been looking for a black on black set for a minute. But highly recommend Iwane. He's super cool. Oh wait, here, group eyes. Oh yeah, Reaper. When does it end? It ends on, oh, tomorrow, April 12th. So if you still want to get in on DPS Reaper, tomorrow is the last day. I'm rocking the white Journey desk mat. Oh, nice. It's the first whitish desk mat that has helped me for a week without getting nice. Yeah, it's rough. Like the light colored desk mats, I always spill something on it every time without fail. All right, so look, we got our squid 60. Look at us, secret. I think that was all the mail I got. I'm expecting some other stuff, but I think, oh wait, no, I did get some artisans. I don't know if I showed you guys the artisans I got recently. Oh, not there. My artisan collection is out of hand. I'm overrun. No, it's not that one. This one. I've been getting a lot of Winkeys artisans lately. I just having good luck on Winkeys. Yeah. But he puts them in these like little tins, and it's like hard to take them out sometimes. At least for me. So this one is the Winkeys Goober. This one is for the Voynich collab. Came out really nice. And then the other one I got, freaking Aaron got me a freaking cool birthday present. Or early birthday present. So this is the, it's like a Coca-Cola Goo Bear. So cute. I still don't know what I want to do for my birthday. If I want to stream this year again. I feel like I peaked last year. Because last year we did the hot tub keyboard stream. Like, what do I do to top that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? How do I top myself? I did have a idea, but it's gonna take a lot of work. I think I could get it done in time, though. I need to talk to Panda. Panda has a piece of what I need to get it done. Alright. Okay, so let's, I'm gonna take off the existing transistors off of that, the nibble. Where should I'm gonna put this board, put over here. So we've been working on this for a little bit. But yeah, I ordered the part that I think is faulty on this. So this is the nibble. We've been working on this for a second. So I have suspicions that one of the sockets on these transistors is messed up. So I ordered new parts. So I want to replace one of them. Hey, thanks for lurking, Iwanu. I hope you have a good day at work. We'll catch you later. So what I want to do is replace one of them, possibly both of them, and see if that does anything. And then if it's still not working, we'll probably need to try a different controller, which luckily I have an extra one. So that is my thought process for today. Yeah. Because it'll plug in and it'll start working and then it just stops, which to me, I think there's something overheating. Is my best guess. Do like this. I'm kind of like trying to figure out how to adjust my setup so that you guys can see everything easily. I think I should turn this up. There we go. Okay. I think that's a little better. But yeah, we're just vibing today. Nothing too crazy. So I gotta take these chips off first, which can be difficult. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna remove. Oh, you use a switch puller? Ooh, that's a good idea. I usually just put something underneath, but I'll try that next time. Okay, so let me get my little mat. Let me also pull up the instructions just another time. Just to make sure I didn't put it in the wrong direction or something. Okay. Nibble. Assembly instructions. Hey, Beam. Winnie is here. Okay. Something interesting I'm seeing is the like in the pictures of like the finished ones of these, the ones that they used have like the little scoopy side. So there's one side that has like a little I don't know what you would call it, like a half circle cut out of it, which is usually meant to align with one this side of the socket. Oh hey Yoshika, welcome back. So it's supposed to meant to align with this side of the socket that also has the like little cutout thingy. But in the finished picture they have their socket, their little like one of these looks different because it has a dot on the other side. I'm so confused. I want to try to do like this more. That should be better. So I'm trying to just make sure that we had the right direction, which I think we do. But yeah, I want to desolder these sockets. I guess we should use the Berber gun for time's sake. I need to figure out if I actually like this direction of my camera. If I do, I'm gonna move my little arm thingy over there. May I ask? You can ask whatever you want, Oshika. I will choose whether to respond. Is the real thing? Okay. Where's the little pin? Yeah, I think it's right. Oh yeah, here's the pin. My friend. Yeah, I'm always down for questions. And if I'm not, I'll pretend I didn't see it. You move this out of the way. I haven't done a great deal of PCB desoldering, but having done heaps at work being an electrician, but I need to desolder the 7V soon that came built with H1s on Alu, so I can go plateless. Do I pony up the money and buy a Berber gun, or will the SSO2 do a sufficient job and leave the PCB in good condition? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that if you're just doing switches, then the SSO2 should be fine. And if you have time, that's the other part, right? Switches are pretty relatively easy to desolder compared to some other things. So, yeah. Like I got away with using the SSO2 for like a solid 2 years before I like invested in like a Berber gun. So it's totally doable. It just takes patience. And I'm lazy. It's the real reason I'm using it. And I have access, you know, so But yeah, like I've desoldered whole like Mysteriums multiple times with a SSO2. What's the Glarce's gun? Let's see. I'll just do do with the SSO2 and clean up the board with the. Yeah, that's what I usually would do. Would be use the SSO2 and then clean it up once all the switches are off. Because since it's flat, it's pretty easy to clean it off. Garza has this running joke where he pretends his FR301 is an actual gun. Oh my god. I just want to look after the PCB as much as possible since I only have one. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you shouldn't have an issue with the SSO2. Switches are pretty easy to remove. It's just because the pin is like relative to the hole size, the pin is small, so you're not gonna get like as many like the reason I got a Berber gun was for mostly for pro micros because the hole and like the tolerances of the pin in the hole is usually a lot tighter than with like a switch hole. Yeah, the only thing in danger is your time and nerves. Exactly. If you are patient, you should be fine. My hyperglides are halfway through getting broken in, so I'm like, oh nice, yeah. Getting them broken into 1,000,000 actuations? Wow. I think you said you sent them out, right, to somebody that has a machine? Oh, all caps. Nice. Okay, I got really confused because there's all caps the vendor, but then there's also like all caps the keycap manufacturer or something. And then all caps is running an all caps set with Churui. So I got really confused. I was like, how does run all caps run all caps? They ran themselves? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I need to put my little camera holder thingy over here so I don't have to deal with hitting this tripod. Hi, Winnie! Hello! Hello! Thank you for subscribing for 10 months. Oh my god. Everyone, go to thoughtkeys.com. We were talking about DCS Reaper earlier, our name. They even spelled his name wrong in the IC for a hot minute. Oh dang. Yeah, I got so confused. Cause I was like, oh, is it like another, are they like running caps now? Can they run my keycap set? I was very confused. Okay, the one I'm suspect about is this top one. So we're gonna desolder this one and replace it. All bad things, I'm sure. Nah, we said Reaper is dope. Tomorrow's the last day. So get on it. Ugh, my shaky hands weren't made for this. Alright. Let's pull this off. Oh, there might be a couple. My cookies are. This will be coming up. Is anybody expecting any keyboard mail soon? This last pin. And I have some artisans coming. I just got redacted. Looking away while I'm working. Oh yeah, thanks for looking. Oh yeah, are you gonna stream tonight? Or I guess it'll be like late for me. Ooh, I have something special coming soon. Nice. I bought calipers to struggle through making a toe pro. That'll be a handy tool. Yeah, what do you think about Redacted? It came out really nice, in my opinion. Kukurovaka has a weird ergo keyboard coming from the Netherlands. Nice. I love weird boards. It's the best. Okay. I think I just need to push out this last pin a little bit. There we go. Okay. So we'll replace the top one first and see how it goes. Because the bottom one I think is alright. It was the top one was giving me issues when I was soldering. Yeah, that's me. Redacted experience. Yeah, I think the extras are up tomorrow on the OmniType website. They're up tomorrow at noon Central Time, so that's 10 Pacific. If you're in Pacific party time. Okay, here we go. Pull it out of the phone. You know, I'm gonna put some tape to keep it in place. Reactor looks pretty nice. Need to put it on something, but that means either building something or taking caps off something, right? Yeah, I'm actually waiting for the board that I was originally gonna put Redacted on. The Styrka. That's my bougie keyboard. Your boy's getting a custom ano in the near future. Wow, you fancy. I'm in Pacific party time, although I do have meetings from like 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for the extras, the add-on kit. The one that has like the extra novelty caps. Cause yeah, I got all the other kits, but not that one for some reason. But I was also a keyboard baby at the time when that group buy ran. I mean, we're still baby, but like, we were like really baby then. Oh my gosh, the same thing happened on this one. It's like the pin won't go all the way through the PCB. Where is Mac? Is this one? There we go. That's great. Okay, so there was like one of the pins on here, specifically this bottom corner one. It's like it wasn't seated all the way down. Like when it was going through the PCB, it would like push up. And I'm thinking maybe that's why it was giving problem. Because now the pin looks like normal. Here you solder. Alright. I have a keyboard coming from Vietnam, but I don't know which one yet. Like mystery. Who's gonna be the winner? We'll find out. That's exciting though. I know, right? That's like often. I feel like all of the keyboard group buys, except for like the Baka ones, have been delayed a lot. Like I joined a group buy last year where they were like, "Oh, it'll only be a couple months," and it's been like over a year now. But I finally got the shipping notification for it, so I think it's real now that it's actually coming. One of the apps. Oh, dang. From 2020? Oh my god. I'm trying to think if I bought any keyboards in 2020 that still haven't shipped. Okay, that looks better, I think. Okay, we will find out. So this is the little chip that we're gonna put in. So it's always a good idea with these to kind of slightly push the pins in just a little bit. It'll help them go into the sockets a little easier. Just a little bit. Pushed in. Okay, I'm gonna use the other one, the new one, and with the old socket, I think it should be fine. Well, let's try it with the other one. See what happens. So what was happening before was that the keyboard would just unplug itself like after a random amount of time. Typically it would be under 30 seconds of being plugged in, it would just turn off. Which is why I think it was overheating because of a short with one of these things, is my guess. If it's still having the same issue, then I think it's probably the controller we need to replace, but we socketed it the last time, so at least it'll be easier. So let's try plugging it in. I can't remember either if I flashed this with VIA or... I think it says VIA on it right now. I don't know. So I'm just gonna let it stay plugged in for a while. See if VIA pulls up. But yeah, last time too we soldered on all the LEDs, which are showing the correct color. I think too the nibble isn't already merged to VIA, so I think we had to side load the JSON, but I could be wrong. Let me check. Ah, dang it. I do this all the time where I try to like type on a board that's not plugged in. Double check. Supported keyboards. Okay, so I think it is merged. Then we should be able to... I think then this probably just has QMK loaded on it. Because I wasn't sure either if it was just a QMK problem or if it was a VIA problem. So... let me see if I can pull up keyboard checker by typing on this. UWE keyboard. Oh, weird. Okay, so it is. Oh look, it unplugged itself. Okay, let me try taking out this other chip and put the new one in it. Because it was kind of also giving me like, it was triggering, like a key here was triggering all of these keys at the same time. Which is different than what we were experiencing before, but... maybe I'll just take out the other one too. We'll just go all new, because I'm scared. I think I prefer my other method. Take out the other chip. On the Berber gun game. And... The last 2 boards I got in, I sold at cost. Both boards for 2020. Oh no. I feel the same way. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get them in and be like, I don't even want this anymore. Like, my Moto round 2, I still haven't opened it. Because I like... Part of me is like, well, it's nice to have, you know, like a neutral set around, but then the other part of me is like, it's boring. But then also I'm very lazy to like sell stuff in the keyboard hobby unless it's like to friends. Okay, here is the other one. Oop. Both went to friends. If no one wanted them, I would just put them in the pile of shame. I feel like everybody has one of those. Mine is definitely an artisan pile of shame. Oh, hello. Thank you for following, DM. What's up? Once I got the Coaster V2 sample, I need I need the bento box. I'm like, I need to buy one from you because I have like boxes that are meant for keycaps that have artisans in them right now. I mean, technically they're keycaps, alright? Yes. Okay, this is good. Hey, yeah. Let me know, Irony. I'll give you some money because I know those are expensive to produce. Oh, come here, yo. Pockets are in. These are the new ones. So I'm hoping this will be the fix. If this isn't it, we're gonna have to switch out the controller, but that shouldn't be too bad since we socketed it already. I don't think it would be a capacitor issue. You just double check the build guide too. The rotary encoder. Okay, yeah, it looks like we did everything else there. Oh, she got up. You remember my overlay with the waves, similar to Bento Waves design? I have an artisan case coming. Ooh, that'll be fancy. Yeah, I like your overlays are really pretty. You're gonna be so matching. Oh my gosh. I think the only thing I have that has like keeb noob on it is like or like my logo is Panda made me 3D printed me an artisan case. And it's where I keep my bears, my CYO bears. Oh, dusty. But this Panda made me this artisan case, and he 3D printed the logo and put it on there. It came out really cute. Matchy everything. Okay, if you buy a bigger case, you will get more artisans. So it just depends on how you're feeling. Hey, what's up, Streaking Bison? Yeah, it came out really nice. But yeah, he 3D printed, and then there's like an acrylic cover that goes over top, so they don't get dusty. Taking all the, it's true, but it's pretty cool though. I like it. Okay, let's test this again and see if we if it's gonna disconnect on us. I really hope it's just these things, but if not, we will go from there. Okay, I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit. Start poking around on the PCB. Cause yeah, it would like disconnect like after a certain amount of time. I got the Kronos Artisan case. Oh, cool. Yeah, that case is bougie. You bougie, Streaking Bison. Dang. That's the thing too, is like with artisan cases, half of me is like, ooh, I want a really cool one, and then the other half of me is like, but I could have bought like 3 artisans for that. You know? So it's a balance. That's why I always recommend the icebox from they're sold on KP Republic and like a couple other places. Those ones are kind of like a beginner one that I recommend because it's cheap, they're nice quality, and they're easily available to buy. Okay, let's check this thing. See if this, so far so good. It's picking up on the keys. Let me pull this up for you. I wouldn't mind the nap type ones, but even the beast stocks are insane. 300 AUD. Oh dang! Yeah, it's kind of a difficult like line to figure out, you know, how much is going to be reasonable for people, as well as like making sure it's a quality product, you know. So far so good. This is honestly the furthest I've gotten on the typing test with this board so far, so feeling confident. Because yeah, I would bet money that that was what the issue was, because the USB port was heating up. Like I could feel the heat on my hand. Did I speak too soon? Oh no, there it goes. Okay. J and K. Okay, so there's some keys not working, but that's easily figure outable. No, it disconnected! What is happening with this board? Okay, I'm gonna try a different controller. Because that's literally the only other thing I could think of that would be shorting. Because the LEDs all work fine. The diodes, we could try. I mean, I don't know if a diode would cause the board to disconnect though. But at least we're not having the heat issue like we were. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna put on a different controller. Oh, you know what? I could just put the tidbit controller because it's already socketed. We can test with that one because we know that one works. So, okay, let's pull this off. Because it could just be this controller is busted. The one. The best is I can't spend 120 on a key set, but I spent 500 on artisans that are collabs with that key set, so I can't afford the key set. Right? That's me too. I'm like, oh, I won these artisans, so I should probably get the key set. What's this one? Nap time. Oh, that's cute! Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I love artisan boxes that have lids, because I don't want all the dusties touching my babies, you know what I'm saying? That's a good size too. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so it's like 40 artisans. Yo. Also, what has happened with Keyforge? Are they around anymore? The Shishis and the O. What is it? Shishi and I have one that starts with the O. Orochi, that's what it is. It's like, what is it? Okay. Do you think we should flash this controller since we know it's working with the other firmware? And then... Because I also have another one, but I just need to put the diode legs in it. Let's do that, because we know it's a working controller. Desolder anything. There we go. Uh-oh, I bent some of the legs a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So this one is also socketed. You do some aligning. So I'm just guiding the legs of the diode leg towards the appropriate sockets so they don't bend under when we push it in. There we go. Okay, that looks good. So I'm just gonna push it in. Okay. Now let us flash this board with the right firmware. I think I'm gonna use the VIA one because I'm kind of curious if it will work correctly. Okay, so here we go. Okay, gonna unplug it. And we'll close QMK Toolbox. We'll pull up VIA. Okay. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit and not touch anything, and let's see if it just disconnects on its own. Hello, Ruminative! Hello, how are you doing? I would do you a shout out right now, but I don't got a keyboard plugged in. But if somebody else has mod powers, please do it. And also shout out Oshika if you can. Yeah, I've been testing this PCB for like a couple weeks now because it keeps just randomly disconnecting. Like when I go to test the PCB. So I'm kind of just like leaving it in there and letting it do its thing for a little while and then go check each switch. But yeah, it's been pain to figure out. It's having its own timeout. Yeah, exactly. It puts itself in timeout. So we're testing it with a controller now that I know works. Because it could be we just have a faulty controller, which is totally possible. I mean, I've definitely had multiple Pro Micros that were messed up when I got them. Okay, let's try testing the keys now. Hopefully it will be our friend. Because even if there were an issue with like the diodes, I would think that the it wouldn't disconnect the board. You know what I mean? It would just cause like other switches to either not actuate or like a bunch of them to actuate at the same time. Oh, Windows key works. I hate that. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking is either the controller is jacked up. My other thought was it was these like transistor things, so I replaced them. But yeah, it's looking like it might just be the controller. And it's usually like in this area where it starts disconnecting. I'm trying to avoid that area to see at least if the other switches are all actuating. If it's like specific keys that are triggering it to turn off. Okay, look. Is it either? Look, it turned off. Okay. So it's happening from multiple controllers. We have brand new transistors. Is it heating up? Oh, it is. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to the creators of this board. Because my only other thought what it could be is I do have the resistors installed. So, okay. I do have resistors installed underneath the bit C, which are used for their, like, there's a big OLED that's, or a big LED that sits here as well as an OLED. So I'm wondering if it's either that or maybe the reset button is somehow shorting it. But yeah, that's not normal. I mean, unless maybe one of these like capacitors has a cold joint or something. Let me try reflow them. Let's see if we can read. Cause yeah, I don't know what would be causing it to heat up. Yeah, what could be shorting it out? Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, let me try plug it again. But yeah, it's like heating up the USB port. Interesting. So look, the lights are a different color this time. I'm just gonna let it sit and like breathe for a second. It's so weird. Yeah, it's not hot. This is a very strange situation. I'm curious too now if I use the other controller in the tidbit if it'll be fine. Or if it'll experience the same issue. Because the only other thing I could think of would be like a firmware issue. But then like, I didn't write the firmware. So how do you fix it? Okay, let's try test the matrix. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Hey, what's up, Static? Um, We're working on the nibble again, and I have my hand on the PCB because I'm keeping an eye on the USB port. Because basically the controller was heating up after a while, which I think is why I was shutting off. Because it was overheating. It seems now, though, it's not doing it. So maybe there was just a cold joint on one of the capacitors, which would make sense from a electrical perspective. Yeah, I didn't want to mil-max this until I was certain that it wouldn't be plugging randomly. But how are you doing, Static? Do we need to liquid cool the keyboard? That could be kind of cool. I don't know how you would do it, but just keep a spray bottle nearby. Every time it disconnects, bad keyboard. Also, don't do that to your cats. Cats do not respond with punishment. Okay, well, we got through everything. I think that was it, because it's not heating up. So yeah, the capacitors must have had a cold joint on them or something. Been sick today? Oh no! That sucks. I hope you feel better soon. We got snow? It's been, okay, it's like, you know, they talk about like hot girl summer. It's like cold girl spring right now, and I love it. It's been like cool breezes flowing through the house. I can sleep with like all my blankets on. The cat wants to sit on me because she's cold. It's perfect. I gave up on using spray bottle and pumpkin and instead he gets bad boy pits, which are just good boy pits. Yeah, cats do not respond to like negative punishment, so you have to like train them to do like a positive response for things. That's what I learned from that weird dude. That, what's his name? Jackson Galaxy. Okay, let me clear the matrix and try to do one more test. But so far, I think we're good. It hasn't disconnected. So yeah, I think it was a combination of the transistor, because the other part was that transistors, like only half the board was responding, which was a transistor issue for sure. He's weird, but 100% in. Oh yeah, no, he's super weird, but he like knows so much stuff, and his products are really good too. I highly recommend. He has this like this cat toy that I got for the cats outside. And it's great. I love it. It works really good. And he's made like iterations of it too, because I bought it like back in the day. No, is it doing it again? Or is my Via just dumb? Hold on, let me close my program. I'm really sad if it's doing it again. Yeah, it's doing it again. Hello, Danny Pop Designs. Thank you for rating. Oh my gosh. Welcome to Keyboard Land. We also have the Kingdom of Cats here. We've been testing this PCB because wait, no, it is working. Okay, wait. Hold on. I've been having issues with this PCB because it kept disconnecting. Oh no, it's heating up again. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna need to talk to the creator. It did work for a while, and then it started heating up. You're working. Yeah, so basically I tried reflowing these capacitors. I replaced these, which seemed to help. I reflow the capacitors, which also seemed to help. But it's still like over time, it's like heating up and disconnecting. Like I can feel the heat on the on here, which means there's some sort of short. So I'm gonna have to talk to the creator. There's two things it could be. There's either a short somewhere or the firmware is not correct, because I've had this experience with is it AVR? No, ARM controllers. Like the STM like F0372 or whatever, or like those ones. We had an issue where the firmware wasn't correct, and so the board would like heat up the controller. So yeah, it's not good. Yeah, it's crazy what the firmware what it can do sometimes. But yeah, that was one of the issues, was that the board kept heating up and then disconnecting because the chip would like know it's like about to blow up, so then it would try to save itself. So yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to them. But at least we know that the controller is fine. Because I put this controller was on the other board originally, the tidbit, and it works well. So yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to them again because this is like annoying. Because yeah, Nobits has like a Discord server you can ask questions and stuff. But yeah, I'm having a hard time with this board. And I'm not gonna Milmax it until I know it's working consistently. Because that would just be a waste. But yeah, how was your stream? I always get nervous it's your cable. No, your cable is the most reliable of my cable. Like all the other cables, yours is the one I can count on is working correctly. Cause the other ones are like, I have issues all the time. Okay. Oh yeah, let me put this away. I forgot what my backup plan was gonna be. Oh, we were gonna do some firmware stuff. Libra Mini sounded great. Yeah, it's such an interesting the way they designed it, especially the kind of like vertical slices of that case is really cool. And for the price, it's a great deal. Hey, what's up, Black Thumbs? How you doing? We're getting annoyed with this PCB, but we're making progress. Yeah, it's a lot of pieces for the Libra Mini. Oh my gosh. Puzzle keyboard? Yes, it definitely is. Okay. I wanted to do... Ugh. Oh my gosh, my desk. Oh, if you weren't here earlier, my GMK Redacted showed up. Look at her. She's cute. I'm really happy with it. It came out really good. But yeah, if you didn't know, Redacted is definitely a gray keycap set. Like, this is GMK Hennessy plus my finger dirts. And you can see the difference. It's like a cool gray. It came out good though. But yeah, the board that I'm waiting on to put this on is the Stirka. And I got the red wine color. I think it's gonna look really good, especially since it's like a cool gray. The contrast with like the warm, like the other one is gonna be pretty nice. I like that darker shade. I was thinking it would be similar to WS1. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the renders, I thought it was a black and white set, honestly. Which, when I got this artisan, I was like, why is it gray? But it made more sense once I got the set in. I was like, oh, it's perfectly matched. Okay, I need to write some firmware. So, should we submit a pull request tonight? Let's do that. That was, yeah, that's what I thought too when I first got it, but definitely like a light gray. Stop enabling me to get more keycaps, Ellie. I'm sorry, Tanya. Ruminative, are all diodes created equal? There's some that have different purposes, but the WS like 18, was it the 1814N or whatever, the ones we usually use, they are created equal. And I've actually used through-hole diodes to repair SMD diodes before. Because my brother's, what was his board that he got? It was like he got one of the Canon Keys Brutalist boards. It was either the obliterated one. I think it was that one. Anyways, the PCB, one of the SMD diodes fell off during shipping, and it like disappeared like in the mail. And so what I did was I cut the end of one diode like really short, and I soldered it to the pad, and then I wrapped the leg of the other side around the switch and soldered it like that. And it worked. Diodes are our friends, you guys. Super underrated. Okay, let me find... Trying to find like what board I was working on. I am a hacker. You know what? Let's do the firmware for the overhaul because I need to submit that PR and I need to take pictures of it. But I can show you what this process typically looks like. I also have some other code to commit to. Let me pull this up. Okay. So we use Atom on this computer because I like their search functionality. Be right back, no worries. I will probably be here. Unfollowing? No! It's okay, I don't blame you. And let me pull up my stuff. Okay, report the streamer for Atom usage. Report me! Okay, let me pull up. I think I should take pictures of the overhaul. Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Because I need to mail these PCBs out to Static, so if you didn't see, I built one of these last week called the Overhaul. My creation in collaboration with Static Age. So it's a whole PCB that has Chalk V2 support. So I need to take some pictures because they like when you have pictures of your PCB on the thingy, on your PR. Oh no, your mobile failed validation. I'm a person without mobile in the last stream I was in. Oh no. I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't remember exactly what my settings are on my like Twitch. I have to take another look because I was getting a bunch of weirdos in my stream randomly who were like saying rude things. So I did change some of my permissions, but I might have turned it off again. I can't remember. Okay. Also my Amazon thingy. Ew. Uh-oh. My Amazon order has arrived or something. No creepo settings, exactly. So I'm just gonna take some pictures with my phone. I'll probably put something behind it so it stands up a little bit, like an angle. So the lighting isn't too weird. Maybe I could use this lube container. Might be a little too tall. Or do I have something that's like a different color? Oh, here we go. This will work. I just want to take pictures of the PCB. I guess I could also just use like the schematic view, but I feel like having the physical pictures is nice. Cause yeah, this area of the PCB is where we need to add additional notes to it. Okay. So I already wrote up the like the main stuff. Okay, let me commit this too. Oh, wait, that's not what I want. I love how you casually say I will write filming. Well, I gotta do it. So. So this is actually the Baka 70. We're redoing the firmware. I mean, it's hard, but once you've done it a couple times, it's not too bad. I feel like I've gotten to the point where like the main thing that's difficult is setting up your environment and then also being able to read the QMK documentation because their documentation is not good. It's not good. So figuring out kind of like what can I ignore and what are like the things that I actually need is like a big part of writing firmware stuff. So yeah, so the Baka 70 there was a change to the PCB. So I had to redo a couple things. But we will I'm debating if I want to just stash these changes. We'll just commit it because I don't really care. Okay, we'll commit our code. Okay, so I have a branch called overhaul, and this is where I've been putting all my codes. So we can pull that up. So let's go to here. I have a keep new folder. Oh wait, this is the via folder. Never mind. Go here. I will see if I can learn something. Well, hopefully I don't confuse everyone. That's the main thing, right? It's like so basically I have a keep new folder where I'm gonna be putting all of my personal board designs. And then I have a folder called overhaul. And then inside of here is where all of our stuff lives. I like Atom too. Atom's Atom's like search capability is a lot easier for me to use than like VS Code, which is why I still use it. But um it's simple. Okay, so these are like our main files. So rules.mk defines like which controller you're using, which we're using an Atmega 32U2. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I would agree with that. And a lot of this is generated when you create like you can create like a new keyboard using like QMK's like CLI tools or whatever in like the in your terminal, which is like this thing. But yeah, most of these you don't really have to deal with. So the README is where you put like information about the PCB, and then how to flash it. Bash, yeah. So let's I need to upload my pictures to Imager or whatever. Well, I'll do that later, but um basically this is the layout for the overhaul. At first this looks very scary and confusing, but you can kind of separate it into two halves. So this top half represents the physical like layout of your PCB and the electrical connections for each of those positions. So a good visual for this, and what I usually will do to prepare to like write the firmware is I'll create like a KLE file, and I'll like map out where all the switches go, and then also what is the matrix position like electrically for each of those things. So like you can see here, this key represents row 0, column 0. This one is row 1, column 0, etc. Yeah, so it's kind of like an array, in that you have like a, but it's, yeah, it's the switch matrix is what it's called because it's a series of rows and columns. But so you can tell here it's like 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. And if we go to our QMK, you can see this here. So it's 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. They each have a K in front of them. I don't know why, but that's how it is. And then once you get to the letter, or to the number 10, it switches over to letters. So 10 is A, 11 is B, so on. So this top part is the same as like this layout here, where you're matching together the electrical position with the physical position of the key. And then on the bottom part, this is where you basically just tell it like what switch positions are available. So if you'll notice in this bottom row, it's row 3, and then we start 0, 1, 2, but we don't use number 3. We do 4, skip 5, 6, skip 7. So here we tell it like there is no 3, there is no 5, there is no 7. You can ignore those essentially. And these ones are in order by row, not by like physical position, because technically I could have like this could be number 11 and this could be number 10 in theory, depending on how you design your PCB. they don't have to go in electrical order, depending on how you route your traces and everything. So this is our .h file. So this has all of our layouts. You just do an import in the .c file. You can also put like code that's applicable to all key maps you would put in this file too. Are there actually switches there, or is it null? So there actually wouldn't be a switch. There would be nothing connected to that position. So a good example is like, well, I think on this board, it's because like these two are space bars, so physically the space bar is larger and takes up more space. So, and you could also, I could have done like 3, 3, 3, 4, and so on. But the reason why I added these to these columns is because physically it was easier to route the traces that way. So if we look at the physical PCB, you can see the traces here. So this would represent that the fourth column, or I guess technically it's the fifth, but so you can see it's connecting down here to the space bar, and there's a physical space here that has nothing. So I could have connected it to this one, but I did it this one because it's a little closer physically to these ones. So you can see here it skips number 5, and then it goes to 6 here. It's connecting up to this column. So it's interesting. Are the spaces not parsed? I don't really know how it like is handling it, but essentially these like underlying characters, these are just alternative for this. But yeah, it basically tells it to skip those ones. You can see here we define it as like a variable. But yeah. So the other things to do are the info.json. Oh, actually I didn't do this yet. We can do this. So this file is what gets sent, like, you know how there's the QMK configurator? So this tool, so the way that it gets these like key maps here, this is from that info.json file. So you can define the everything. I don't have a URL for this board. Maybe I could just point it. No, I don't have a URL for this board. Like, I don't know where I can put it because I don't have like a page for it. And then yeah, you can just use like the via key map like this, the JSON. You can just grab it. There is like some JSON like errors with the KLE, so I use this website as like JSON formatter just to make sure I didn't mess up anything, and it'll like format it for you. So then I'll just copy paste that. My firewall rules are written in JSON. Oh nice, yeah, it's very common. Via stuff is all written in JSON. So yeah, we'll paste that here. And then this one should this name here should correspond with the name defined in your .h file, so we'll just do _all. And you can have multiple layouts for the configurator, but to check it if it works, what you do is in the configurator you hold Control-Shift-I and you pick the file that you're working on, and it should open it up. in here, but it looks like there's something wrong with it. Okay, let's check the docs. QMK. Okay, info.json format. Oh, I think we need to add some more information, like number of rows and stuff. Okay, import. Keyboards. But yeah, a lot of it is just looking at other boards too and see what they did. Layouts. Layout. Oh, you know what? I think there's a KLE2. There's a converter for this. Hold on. Okay, here. There's a website for this. So this one is KLE raw to info.json, which I haven't done this in a minute, so. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we can just copy paste that. That will make our life easier. Let's delete this. Okay, and then we'll just change this to overhaul. Maintainer, keep noob. I forgot about that tool. Okay, so let's go back to the configurator. So Control Shift I, and then a refresh. We can open the file. There we go. So you can see here, this is our layout that we have for this PCB. And that's really all you need to do for that file. It will pick up on like where the keys are mapped once you merge to QMK. But yeah, you basically just want to make sure that the layout looks correct. For config.h, this one, the main things you're looking for is your vendor and product ID. Your vendor ID has to be unique to you. Technically, you're supposed to register these with like the USB whatever, but keyboard people don't do it. So, but it basically needs to be unique within the QMK repo. And then the product ID you can define whatever. Same with the version number. I has t-shirt. I am a senior programmer. Control plus C and Control plus V. Heck yeah. The Stack Overflow, baby. So yeah, the next part you have to do is define the matrix, like how big your matrix is. So we have a total of 4 rows and 12 columns. And let's see if I have something I can show you. But yeah, that comes from like this layout situation. So we have 4 rows, 12 columns total. Programming stuff always starts at 0. And then here is where you define what the row pins are on your controller as well as the column pins. You can also define what the unused pins are, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Yeah, it's a matrix. And then the rest of this is supplied by the QMK when you like generate your files. But you can add like if you have RGB LEDs, if you have like a RGB matrix, you can define all of that in this file. And then our key maps, we basically just have these all represent different key codes. And then the VIA version, you have to add a rules.mk file and enable these two values. But the key map's the same. Usually will include a couple extra layers of nothing for VIA. Some useful comments, hopefully. Yeah, the when it generates this, it does give some good information of like what are these settings, but that's pretty much it. I think I just need to add the images. and I can submit this PR. Let me think. The other boards I have that I still need to write code for is the what is it called? Well, I need to finish up the Baka 70 and then the garbage bag PCB we've been working on stream. We'll do that on stream, so we'll go through this whole process because I haven't started on it at all. So we'll start that from scratch and figure that out. Okay. No assembly. Oh, what do you mean by no assembly? Like the keyboard or? Pull up. Oh, the other thing we could do right now actually is for the overhaul. Oh no, hex code. Yeah. No, we don't have to deal with all of that. I'm not about that life. But yeah, we can also do the via for this. I think I might have written it already actually, but I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, keeb. So the via repo, if you want it to be via compatible, it's a similar process to the info.json. I'm not old school, man. We're new school here. Actually, I don't go to school anymore. I don't got time for that. So the main thing here is you put the name, the vendor ID and product ID need to match the values that you set in the QMK repo. So if we go to like our config.h, these values have to match with what's in our via JSON. Because that's how the via recognizes which board is plugged in. So if it's incorrect, then your via wouldn't recognize that it's there. But it's very similar to the QMK info.json. We can define what lighting there is, our matrix like rows and columns, and then also our key map. So this board only has a single key map option, so it's pretty easy, but you can create like drop downs to choose different options or like little checkboxes. But yeah, this one is done already. But yeah, you have to have your QMK pushed first to the main repo before they will approve your via pull requests. So just make sure that you do that before you submit your via PR. Otherwise it'll get lost in the pile and they won't come back to it unless you like annoy them and ping them. Alright, I think that was it for tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to contact the Nullbits people about this board because there's definitely something wrong. It's so annoying, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. It's a learning experience. But yeah, I will find somebody to raid. I'll be back on Wednesday to stream. We're gonna work on our garbage bag PCB, so that'll be fun. And I got the art for the you found a book. Yeah, I got the art for the garbage bag in, so we'll be able to put the silk screen on, and I think we should be able to. Well, I want to write the firmware first, so we'll put the silk screen on, we'll write the firmware, and then we can probably order it pretty soon, so that'll be fun. Let's find somebody to raid. Okay. Someone's living. Okay, well let's read unless you have any recommendations. There's Project Builds X. What else is on? Honestly, there's people not using the keyboard tag. I feel like I miss people sometimes. Also, what time is it? 8:40? Oh my gosh. Bruh, tomorrow I have to go in the office for the first time since like March of 2020. I'm kind of pissed about it. Not gonna lie. Let's read Hammer Brother because they're building a Murph pad, which is kind of similar to what we've been doing tonight. Oh, whoops. I spelled it wrong. Hammer Brother. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too excited, but I'm gonna go get my tortilla blanket back. I have this blanket that looks like a tortilla. So finally, we will get back our true love. Kept us warm. Alright, everyone. I hope you have a good night. Keep your keyboards looking good out there. If you ever have a question, feel free to join my Discord. Discord.gg/baby server. And I'll be back on Wednesday. So yeah. See you later. Bye bye.